All right, everybody. So the moment I've been waiting for, and a lot of y'all been waiting for, we've got both 1,000 gallons out here. Yesterday, my buddy already helped me out. We offloaded these with his Jeep and a winch. Got them all set up. I've calibrated all the thermometers. Being as they were tell-trues, they were all on, so that was a waste of time, but whatever. We had to make sure. And we're doing the test day today. Obviously, El Chapo's dirty, but the Blanco Grande's finished up with a beautiful high heat clear. El Chapo has no insulated bottom in it. Blanco Grande does. So if y'all are wondering how much this insulated bottom really works, today's the day to find out. We've got 48-degree weather right now. It's nice and cool out here. We got a beautiful sunny day. I got a bunch of post oak in the truck. We're ready to rock. Stay tuned. All right, so we're gonna do a little walkthrough of these 1,000 gallons before we get started here. I wanted to show y'all, obviously Blanco Grande has got the beautiful clear on it. She's ready to rock because she has the insulated bottom in her. El Chapo over here, on the other hand, we left it kind of raw because there was no point in cleaning it all up and then welding in the insulated bottom and then clearing it. So I know y'all catch my drift here. So yeah, so we'll start at the firebox. So on Blanco Grande and El Chapo, basically I like having this handle up top because you can just slide her open without having to crouch down, you know. So then obviously inside we got a 4-foot long chamber, all stainless screws on everything. All the hardware you find on this is gonna be stainless. Got a slam latch there, so if you're in a rush, you can just kick it closed. We've got grease zerks on the hinge. So we've got the butterflies to a carburetor vent. These are my favorite. I really love these, and they work so well. So if you're standing there, you can actually operate that with your foot. Now, y'all, I'm on camera, so it's kind of difficult to show y'all, but you get the drift. So we'll do a walkthrough on Blanco real quick. Right here we got a water fill. Twist her off, throw a funnel in, however you want to do it. You can fill up your water pan, sitting right on the shelf in there. Aluminum handles that do spin, so that's nice. So you can just fling it on up. Obviously we got the tell-trues. Got to have the tell-trues. Hopefully this lighting's gonna be okay. All right, we got the deflector plate in here. I know some of y'all saw this on my posts. So essentially when it's up all the way, it's like not having a plate at all. Drop it down, it's slotted. So you just turn the T-handles, lower it down, lift it up. You can play with it, you have options. We also put holes in the deflector plate, so it's not just completely taking your heat and throwing it all the way. Some of it will go through. I'm hoping this is going to be the tits, like the Oklahoma boys say. So, anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'll show y'all this. So obviously we've got the top racks, you know, about like a Moberg. You can pull them out. You know, we got the keepers on it. Do what you got to do. Ribs up top, whatever you want to do. Obviously that first one's gonna see a little more heat than these others to the left here. Now these, I went ahead and threw in a couple extra racks for you guys. Now, after talking to Jonathan and all y'all, I know that y'all usually have, you know, racks of ribs on those two last shelves. That's the ideal spot. Well, I was like, well, hell, if y'all are running 4 racks of ribs up there, let's throw another one just under it. Run 8 racks of ribs. Now the other thing cool about this is the same size shelf as up top. So when y'all are doing clean outs and all that, you can throw it right back in real easy. You don't have to worry about which one goes where. Both pits are the same. So don't worry about that. Also, working down here, I try to keep y'all plenty of room to flip briskets, move things around. You can actually slide this all the way back, being as it's the same size as the top. Now you have more room to reach in and work around. So that was my thought process on that. So obviously, lots of racks. We got racks on racks on racks on stacks on racks. Yeah, you get the picture. So that's pretty much it. I'll include pictures of the insulated bottom in Blanco Grande rather than pulling these grates out and showing you right now. A lot of y'all probably have already seen them, so it's really no sense in doing that. And then obviously we got the big 12-inch 90 going to a 10-inch 6-foot tall stack. This is a flip stack, and what I've done here is the pin's removable as well, so you can unscrew that, pull the pin out. You can remove the stack completely, or you can flip the stack. All stainless hardware, like I said, Allen head bolts, and we do have a stack damper on it. Of course, you got to have that. I didn't do the flue damper because I know those things get all clogged with creosote, and y'all don't want to deal with it. So anyway, big old stack to pull that heat out. So obviously on El Chapo, masking tape still on the handles. We don't want that aluminum exposed until we're done fabbing. Got a lot of cleanup to do. That's no big deal. We'll do it after we've got the bottom in it. So down here on the bottom, we've got 2-inch ball valves. I know y'all like the 2-inch. These will probably stay open all the time. Most of y'all probably pull the valves off. So for today, for the test, I made sure to cut the holes in El Chapo, because since y'all are going to be running with the drains open, we need to have a fair test here. And if El Chapo wouldn't have had the holes cut, obviously you're not getting the same results here as you would in real life. So without further ado, it's time for me to throw some post oak in it and fire it up. All right, we're firing up El Chapo first. Got the weed burner in there. Got Blanco Grande ready to go. So I'm doing yeah, y'all don't laugh at me. I'm a freaking fabricator, not a pit master. Doing a 4 log cabin split thing. I don't know. And I got a few little riprap in there. Same thing as what I did on El Chapo, but I only got one weed burner on me, so we're gonna just fire that one up first. Get a bed of coals going, we'll flop it over to the other.
Make sure your lenses doesn't have fingerprints on it.
Dad, I'm recording here. Okay, y'all, we're about, what, 10-15 minutes in from firing them up. These fires are pulling real good. Look, we got some clean blue smoke. Oh, smells freaking amazing. Anyway, let's look at the fire. See if y'all can see that without burning my camera up. Perfect. All right, I'll close her up. Let's see what kind of temps we're reading. Stack's still wide open, no deflector. We'll do the deflector here shortly. All right, just under 225, just under 225. What do we got there, 215? Let's go up top, 250. 275. 300. Now that's on a Blanco Grande insulated bottom. We pretty much started the fires at the same time. I fired up El Chapo about 10 minutes prior, then pulled the weed burner on it. Same deal here. What, 230? 230. 225. All right, so now let's shoot the firebox and see what kind of temps we got on it with the temp gun here. Sorry, y'all, I'm getting used to this thing here. .63. Let's see closer to the cook chamber here. 72 on the outside of the firebox. All right, guys, the temp creeped up on me. It's noon. We're about 60, 62 degrees out here. Got some small fires going on. Here's El Chapo. One split. A little bit of coals going on there. Let's see where our temp's at here. 225. 225. A little under 225. And we got under grate temps 153, 154. So, I mean, that's the non-insulated El Chapo. Obviously, it's all dirty because we haven't clear coated yet. So, yeah, I'm gonna switch these over and throw them in Blanco grande insulated bottom. See if we have a higher temp below grate. By the way, guys, this is a 2-probe deal, and the probes are right below grate in the center of each door. So I'm gonna swap them over. All right, guys, I got the probes in the other pit. They're over in Blanco grande. Like I said, wide open on the intakes. Let's look at the fire real quick. Just 3 splits burning. Let's close that. We got wide open on the damper. All right. Okay, let's go start at the end of the pit here. 250 up top. What? 218. 225. A little over 250. Below grates. 174, 172. 225. 275. Obviously, I've got it ironed out. I haven't spiked it with new wood. You're seeing what you're seeing. And it's already up to 62 outside. So, obviously, we've got a good, what, 10 to 20 degrees different under grate than we had in El Chapo. And that's at 62 degrees outside. Also, I'm noticing it's eating way less wood. Jonathan's having tire troubles. He'll be here soon, I'm sure. And we're going to get his opinion, let him sit here and run these pits. Y'all all know he runs 3 of them all the time, so we'll see what he's got to say. He's just a little late, no big deal. We're rolling that clean blue smoke. But yeah, what I'm saying is, like, if we're seeing a 20-degree difference below grate temp at 62 degrees outside, that's incredible. I mean, what does that translate to when we're down in the 30s, you know? Sorry, guys, I didn't come out here in the dark this morning. We were at 36 degrees. That would have been, you know, awesome. But I was tired. Shit. But this proves a point. I mean, it obviously has more heat below grate, and that's what you want. So, if anything, even when you're not having a cold swing, this ought to be more of a Cadillac pit. Like, it's gonna just iron out smooth and run great. So pit masters aren't scrambling, you know. It's just always easy peasy. I know y'all got a lot better stuff to do than freak out and pull your hair out because we got a cold front coming in. So anyway, there you have it. Y'all, Jonathan did end up showing up, and the reason why I was so excited about that is, well, he came up with the insulated bottom idea and let me run with it. So I was super stoked with that and excited for him to try it. He runs 3 1,000 gallons daily. That's all he does for work. He's a great pit master. A lot of y'all know him. Good dude. So I had to have him come test them out. We didn't get it on video, but as you can see, here he is testing them out, and he did bring Betty Page. So what turned out to be really cool was after running it about 2 or 3 hours, Jonathan said, "Hey, look, this thing uses half the wood I'm used to using." So if we're looking at it this way, it's if that's a pit that runs, every day. I mean, you're saving like $1,000 a month in wood. That's amazing. So super efficient. Jonathan loved it, and that was awesome. And then we dropped the deflector plate down to give it a shot. Well, typically y'all have to run point blocks. Jonathan was explaining to me, and he actually put some 2 cents on that deflector plate too. Because while I was building it, I'm conversating with him, letting him look at what I'm doing, and he told me to throw the holes in it. And man, it was a win. So usually when you've got 400 to 450 degrees right out of the gate of the throat of the chamber, y'all usually skip that front rack, throw some point blocks in, and you run briskets the rest of the way. Well, this is totally different. We were running 309 right there. We weren't spiking to 4 something. So it's looking like with the deflector down, you don't have to run a point block, and you ought to be able to run a lot more briskets. So I'm super pumped with how everything turned out. This thing is awesome. These are available, guys, so if anybody's interested, reach out to me at Pig Iron Patina on the Facebook page, or you can reach out through my website. And yeah, we're ready to deliver these wherever you want them. You can come pick them up. We're doing a deal on these, so they're going to be considerably cheaper than if you were to order one out, and there's no wait. So y'all let me know. All right, y'all, so there you have it. So that proves that, we're getting 20 degrees difference in 2 pits running side by side, same temps, below grate. We got 20-degree difference at 62 degrees. If that doesn't tell you something, I don't know. But I'm pumped. I'm excited because, this insulated bottom thing, it's going to really, really shine when you get into the real cold temps. You have a cold front down in the 30s, or, you guys up north, it gets real bad up there. So y'all might be interested in these too. Obviously, we also figured out that, the insulated bottom pit is barely burning any wood. It's super efficient. We're maintaining that bed of coals, but we're not having to throw a ton of splits on. So that's golden. And we still haven't even dropped the deflector plate and played with that. So we still haven't snuffed off intake dampers or exhaust dampers. There's just so much adjustability there and so much to play with, and you never know what you're gonna like. You might like a deflector plate in a certain spot for a certain kind of cook. You got ribs, you've got pork shoulders, you've got sausage, you've got briskets, and I think this is gonna bring to the plate like a real smoker that can do it all. Who says you got to be limited to a door propped open? We pretty much figured out that I'm not knocking the design. It's been around for years, works great, but it also swirls your intake. So that air is moving in and it's turning and spinning as it goes in the pit. So you have a hotter side and a colder side. What I think is when you have the door like that, oh wait, let me adjust this gimbal thing. You're getting straight intake. It's not coming in sidewise, it's straight at the fire. And that's pretty cool. And being able to snuff it off a little, and you don't have just raw air coming in over the fire, because this is coming in down low and straight at the fire. Sorry guys, my camera skills are subpar for sure, but we're getting there. Clean blue smoke, baby. If you guys are liking this video, I've been kind of debating for a while on even doing videos of the build process. And I know a lot of you do-it-yourselfers are full of questions, and I realize that there's really nobody else doing it online. So maybe we can make a YouTube channel out of it. I don't know. I got a lot to learn. My camera equipment is pretty shitty, but this gimbal here, it's pretty neat, man. I just got to get used to it. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. If we should keep doing this. And Kyle, you suck at this or whatever. But bottom line, this video was to show y'all what these insulated bottoms can do. And keep in mind too, my grates are different. I've got all my grates are 1x1 square tube. They're stout. We're not messing around here. You know, obviously all the tops are on most pits, but all the bottoms, I've got those all 1x1 too. So it's pretty cool. Trying to think of what else here. Obviously we do trailer pits, we do pits on bags, we do cart pits, we do cart pits with shocks on them. I'm always trying to think outside the box, and like my favorite thing to do is engineer stuff. I just love it. If I do something different, it's like, hell yeah, I'm excited about this. So thanks y'all. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll pop out some more videos depending on what y'all think.